Hey Bougie click. We often hear the call to disenter men, but what about the influence of other women in our lives? In this video, we're exploring why it's time to shift the focus and truly liberate ourselves by decentering not just men, but also the opinions and pressures from other women. Whether it's the silent rivalry on social media or the subtle policing of each other's choices, these dynamics can hold us back from living authentically. So, if you're ready to break free from the need for external validation and embrace your true self, stick around. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you find this topic as crucial as I do. Let's get into it.
I'ma make you a fan.
Breaking free: why women need to decenter other women and their opinions. The internet is flooded with rallying cries about decentering men. Women are told to stop living for male validation, to stop shrinking themselves for male comfort, and to stop measuring their worth by male attention. And yes, that's necessary. But here's the twist no one wants to admit: many women have already decentered men. What they haven't done is decenter other women. Because while men may no longer be the focal point, the obsession with comparison, competition, and approval from other women is still running the show. The real power struggle isn't always with men, it's with the woman next door, the influencer on your feed, or the coworker who has it all. The misplaced focus. It's empowering to say you're no longer living for male validation, no longer bending over backwards for dusty approval. But here's the plot twist nobody wants to admit: most of the pain, sabotage, and psychological warfare women endure doesn't come from men. It comes from other women. Men might be the system, but women are often the enforcers. From the playground to the boardroom, it's women who police each other's bodies, choices, and worth. So, while we're busy dragging men for being emotionally unavailable or mediocre, we're ignoring the fact that the deepest wounds are inflicted by women who look just like us. Most women aren't performing for men, they're performing for other women. And it's time we started talking about that. The silent rivalry. Women are constantly performing for each other. From curated Instagram aesthetics to the soft life flex, it's not about impressing men, it's about outshining other women. The glow-up isn't just personal, it's political. It's a silent war of who's winning femininity, who's more healed, who's more desirable, who's more that girl. Even empowerment gets competitive. One woman's self-love journey becomes another woman's measuring stick. And suddenly, healing isn't about peace, it's about prestige. Validation in disguise. Let's talk about the girl's girl narrative. It sounds cute, but often it's just another performance. Women seek validation from other women under the guise of sisterhood. Compliments become currency. Approval becomes addiction. And the moment another woman doesn't co-sign your choices, she's labeled toxic, jealous, or a pick-me. But here's the truth: if your confidence crumbles when another woman doesn't clap, it was never confidence, it was crowdsourced self-worth. The cult of female validation. Women crave female validation more than they crave male attention. That's not shade, it's psychology. From childhood, girls are socialized to seek approval from their peers. The prettiest girl in the room isn't just trying to catch a man's eye, she's trying to be the girl other women envy. The cool girl persona? Crafted not for men, but to earn silent nods from other women who wish they could pull it off. Even the so-called rebellion against men is often rooted in female groupthink. Women don't wake up one day and decide to hate men because of personal trauma. They do it because the women around them told them it's the enlightened thing to do. It's not always about healing, it's about belonging. The comparison trap. Women are taught to compare from birth. Who's prettier? Who's thinner? Who's more desirable? And now, who's more empowered? The metrics have changed, but the game hasn't. Social media turned comparison into lifestyle. And while men might be background noise, other women are still the main characters in the mental drama. Desentering men is easy when you're still chasing the approval of women who embody the standards men created. It's just patriarchy in prettier packaging. The beauty hierarchy is built by women. Let's talk about beauty standards. Yes, they're rooted in patriarchy, but who's gatekeeping them? Who's doing the most to uphold them? Women. It's women who shame other women for gaining weight, aging, or not wearing makeup. It's women who whisper, "She let herself go," or "She's trying too hard." The beauty industry thrives on female insecurity, and it's women who keep the machine running, judging, comparing, and competing. Men aren't the ones dissecting your contour or side-eyeing your outfit at brunch. That's your fellow sister, silently ranking you in her head. The beauty hierarchy isn't just male-imposed, it's female-maintained. The mean girl never retires. You think the mean girl energy stops after high school? Think again. Adult women just get better at disguising it. Passive aggression, exclusion, backhanded compliments, fake support, these are the weapons of choice. Women sabotage each other's careers, friendships, and reputations under the guise of concern or just being honest. And let's not pretend this is rare. Workplace bullying? Mostly woman on woman. Mom shaming? Woman on woman. Social media takedowns? You guessed it, woman on woman. The emotional violence is real, and it's often dressed in pearls and politeness. Mean girl culture didn't die, it evolved. We love to pretend that mean girls are just a teenage phase. But the truth? They grow up. They get degrees, jobs, platforms, and followers. They learn how to weaponize femininity, professionalism, and even feminism to maintain power and control. Adult female bullying is often covert. Exclusion masked as boundaries. Gossip disguised as venting. Critique cloaked in just being honest. Sabotage dressed up as concern. It's not always loud. It's not always obvious. But it's always damaging. Internalized misogyny wears lip gloss. Here's the kicker, a lot of this behavior is rooted in internalized misogyny. Women are taught to compete, compare, and tear each other down to climb a ladder that was never built for them. We're conditioned to see each other as threats, not allies. So while we're preaching sisterhood, we're silently judging, excluding, and undermining. And let's not pretend this is just a pick-me problem. The women who claim to be the most woke are often the ones doing the most damage, gatekeeping femininity, shaming other women's choices, and policing how empowerment should look. The sisterhood myth. We love to romanticize the idea of sisterhood. Women supporting women looks great on a tote bag, but in practice? It's conditional. It's performative. It's often reserved for women who fit a certain mold, pretty but not too pretty, confident but not threatening, successful but still humble. Step outside that mold, and the claws come out. Women will uplift each other publicly while tearing each other down privately. The sisterhood is real, but it's fractured. And until we address the internalized competition and jealousy, it'll stay that way. Colorism, classism, and internalized bias. Let's go deeper. Colorism? Women perpetuate it. Lighter-skinned women are often elevated by other women, while darker-skinned women are scrutinized, silenced, or tokenized. Classism? Same story. Women judge each other's parenting, lifestyle, and choices based on income and access. Internalized misogyny? It's not just a male problem. Women absorb it, weaponize it, and use it against each other. We're not just victims of the system, we're participants. And until we confront that, we're just playing dress-up in empowerment. The real bullies aren't always men. The rallying cry to disenter men has its place. It's about reclaiming autonomy, rejecting patriarchal conditioning, and refusing to make men the axis of our self-worth. But here's the plot twist nobody wants to talk about. While women are busy trying to unlearn male validation, the most consistent source of emotional sabotage often comes from other women. From middle school cliques to workplace microaggressions to online shade disguised as concern, the truth is brutal: most women are bullied by other women. And it's not just petty drama, it's systemic, psychological, and deeply internalized. Desentering men is a trend, not a truth. Let's be honest, most women who scream desenter men still center men in every way that matters. They just do it in a way that's socially acceptable now. They'll post thirst traps for themselves, but still check to see which men liked it. They'll say they don't care about male attention, but their entire dating strategy is built around proving they're not like other girls. The irony? They're not trying to impress men, they're trying to impress the women who told them that impressing men is pathetic. It's a performance of independence, curated for female approval. Women policing women. The harshest critics of women are other women. Period. Men might objectify, ignore, or misunderstand women, but women dissect each other. They judge each other's choices, bodies, parenting styles, sexual histories, and even trauma responses. And when a woman steps outside the accepted narrative, whether she chooses to love men, forgive men, or simply not center her life around resentment, other women are the first to drag her. This isn't solidarity. It's surveillance. The real flex: radical self-centering. Here's what desentering actually looks like: not needing applause from anyone. Not performing femininity for a crowd. Not curating your life to fit into a trend. It's choosing yourself without needing a committee of women to validate the choice. It's being okay with not being liked. It's being okay with not being understood. It's being okay with not being the most healed, the most aesthetic, or the most palatable. Because when you truly desenter other women, you stop living in reaction to them. You stop measuring your worth by their standards. You stop needing their approval to feel whole. Desenter the real threat. So, what's the move? Desenter the women who cause harm. Desenter the frenemies, the gatekeepers, the pick-me's, the mean girls in disguise. Stop giving energy to women who thrive on your insecurity. Stop pretending every woman is your ally just because she's not a man. Empowerment isn't just about rejecting male validation, it's about rejecting toxic female dynamics too. It's about building a new kind of sisterhood, one that doesn't require shrinking, performing, or competing. Desentering women doesn't mean disrespecting them. Desentering other women doesn't mean abandoning solidarity. It means refusing to let toxic female dynamics dictate your self-worth, your decisions, or your peace. It means recognizing when community is actually a cage. You don't owe loyalty to women who belittle you. You don't owe sisterhood to women who sabotage you. You don't owe softness to women who weaponize theirs. Desentering women is about reclaiming your space from anyone, regardless of gender, who tries to shrink it. Healing starts with calling it out. We can't heal what we won't name. So, let's name it. The friend who constantly competes with you? Not supportive. The coworker who undermines you in meetings? Not harmless. The influencer who shames your choices in the name of empowerment? Not revolutionary. Call it what it is. Then cut the cord. Because real empowerment isn't just about rejecting male dominance, it's about rejecting any dynamic that thrives on control, comparison, and cruelty. And sometimes, that means looking in the mirror and asking, am I perpetuating this too? Desentering female approval. If women truly want to be free, they need to stop living for the applause of other women. That means dressing how you want, not how your girl gang says is baddie approved. It means dating who you want, even if he's not high value by TikTok standards. It means healing on your own terms, not through the lens of collective rage. Desentering men is easy. Desentering women? That's the real challenge. Because it requires you to stand alone, think for yourself, and risk being misunderstood by the very people whose approval you've been conditioned to crave. Final word, desenter her, not just him. Liberation is personal. It's not a trend, a hashtag, or a group consensus. If you're still performing for a crowd, whether it's men or women, you're not free. So, stop parroting what's popular and start asking what's true for you. That's where the real power lives. Desentering men is step 1. But if you're still living for the gaze of other women, you haven't stepped out of the matrix, you've just changed the lens. The real liberation? Desentering everyone. Centering you. Loudly. Boldly. Unapologetically. The revolution isn't just about men. It's about mindset. It's about refusing to let anyone, man, woman, or otherwise, dictate your worth. So yes, desenter men. But while you're at it, desenter the women who thrive on tearing others down. Recenter your peace. Recenter your power. Recenter your damn self. Because that's where the real freedom lives. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the complex layers of validation, competition, and empowerment among women. If this conversation resonated with you, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and share it with your friends to spark even more dialogue. Remember, true liberation begins when we stop performing for others and start living authentically for ourselves. Let's continue to challenge the narratives, embrace our individuality, and support each other in building a more genuine sisterhood. If you have thoughts or experiences to share, I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe for more content that challenges the status quo and encourages deeper reflection. Until next time, recenter your power, recenter your peace, and most importantly, recenter yourself. Stay bold and unapologetically you. What do you think? Do women need to desenter other women? Let me know in the comments section. Stay bougie. Follow and support me. All links in bio. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Check description for more info. New episodes every day.